Okay, welcome to day 55. What did I learn in the fourth grade that I have continued to benefit from ever since? How many of you have read the book, Stephen Covey's book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People? If you have not read that book yet, I highly recommend it because, number one, it sold over 20 million copies, which is unbelievable for a business personal development book. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So, in school, I made lousy grades because I had a self-image that I could not learn. That I was book dumb, but I was street smart. So, in the fourth grade, I had taken spelling tests since the first grade. First grade, I did okay. Second grade, I did okay. But when I moved to the new school that was supposed to be so hard, I got F's. The best I got on a spelling test was a D. And I would go home, and I believed that I was a bad speller, that I couldn't learn. And I would go home, and I would study, and I would write the words down, and I would try everything possible to learn 10 words. But in the third grade, I'd go in and I'd take the test, but because I believed I was a bad speller, and I believed I couldn't do it, I couldn't pass. No matter how hard I tried, I would flunk or I'd get a D. So I quit studying, and I got D's and F's, but I didn't have to study. But in the fourth grade, one day I got to class early, and Lynette, I think her name was Lynette, was there early, and she was an A student. She could spell, she could do math, she could do division. This girl was smart, and I was dumb. But I had common sense, and I could do well on the streets, but in school, she was smart and I was dumb. And she had the audacity to ask me to help her with the spelling words. She said, "Will you test me?" Right before the test, she gave me the list of the words, the 10 words, and I tested her. I said, okay, spell situation. And so she spelled situation. I looked at the list and she spelled it right. And I said, spell correct. And she'd spell correct. And I'd say, spell forward. And she'd spell forward. And after I tested her on the 10 words, made some corrections with her, helped her, coached her, spell the 10 words, we took the test. I didn't study at all. When we took the test, I made the highest score on those spelling words that I'd ever made. Because when I tried to teach Lynette, when I tried to help her learn, I learned. Because see, I wasn't thinking about the fact of me. I wasn't thinking about me. I was thinking about Lynette. How can I help Lynette to pass this? My heart was in it, not my head. I wanted to help her. And so when I helped her to learn the 10 words, I learned them. I learned them. Covey talks about in the book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He says, learn, teach, do. Learn, teach, do. So I wanted to learn, but when I started to teach, that's when I really learned. And then I was able to take the test, I was able to do, and I got news for you. Forward. F-O-R-W-A-R-D. Ever since the fourth grade, I still know how to spell the word. Now there's a lot of words that I don't know how to spell because I'm not trying to teach someone else how to spell them. But when I try to teach someone how to be a great salesperson, I become a better salesperson. When I teach somebody to be a runner, I become a better runner. When I teach someone to feel at home at church and introduce them to people, I feel better about being at church. When I try to share with a young person that's in a relationship that's having a tough time, and I share with them what I do to have a great relationship with my wife, I have a better marriage. When I try to teach, I've had this opportunity, and I'm really getting the opportunity now that Abby is starting to drive. I try to teach Abby, she just got her permit, her learner's permit on Monday. She turned 15 and a half. So I'm teaching Abby how to drive a car. And one of the things that I realized, have you ever ridden with somebody that they don't put the brake on until the very last second, and you're wondering as a passenger, are they going to put the brake on? I came up with a phrase that I told Abby on Monday on the way home from DMV. Let your passenger feel the brake. Let me know in advance that you're going to use the brake. If you help someone else, as Zig Ziglar says, the more people you help get what they want, the more you'll have. So if you help someone else to learn something, if you teach someone else to learn it, you're going to learn it, you're going to benefit. So what I learned in the 4th grade, help other people learn what you want to learn. That's cool. Please subscribe, please share this video. Thank you very much for listening.